everyone, my name is Buttermaster235, and welcome to another episode of Beloved Forever, a series in which I talk about shows that I consider to be the best of the best, and explain to you all why I think that. And welcome one and all to the Season 2 finale!
Not so fast, Buttermaster.
What are you...
For too long I have stood in your shadow as a side character, a secondary comic relief if you will. Well, now it's my turn. I will choose today's topic or else.
Alright, chill. No need for threats. Well, what exactly did you have in mind?
I want you to review My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia? What is that, a video game show or something?
No, it's an anime.
Anime? Sorry, no can do. This is an American review show only. No Japanese.
If you don't review it, I'm stealing your PlayStation.
Fine. Just let me continue the intro and then I'll talk about it, okay?
Alright.
Anyways, as you can tell, my plans are going to be a little different thanks to some unwelcome visitation. So today, we're going to be looking at a popular anime known as My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia is an anime adaptation of the written and illustrated manga magazine Weekly Shonen Jump by Kuroi Hakuhisha. It follows the story of Izuku Midoriya, a young boy who has always wanted to be a hero. And so with the help of his idol, All Might, he gets superpowers, and then goes on to attend the famous UA High School for superheroes. However, where there is heroes, there are always villains. And as the series goes on, Izuku, or Deku as most people like to call him, must learn to harness his newfound powers and prepare to become a true hero. Today, we're going to be taking a look at why My Hero Academia is so popular, why it is considered one of the best animes, and why it deserves to be beloved forever. So without further ado, let's roll! Now, I had already given a brief summary of the plot of My Hero, but now it's time to go into more details. My Hero Academia takes place in a world where most of the human population, 80% to be precise, possesses superpowers labeled as quirks. However, due to this, the world faces beings who use these abilities to become supervillains. So the idea of superheroes quickly went from an idea to a reality, and soon heroes were born. The most popular hero of all being All Might. All Might is known as the most powerful and beloved hero in the entire world, referred to by many as the symbol of peace. He has the quirk known as One for All, which is a unique quirk that can be passed down from hero to hero. This is where our main character, Izuku Midoriya, comes in. Despite being bullied by his violent childhood friend, Izuku always wanted to be a hero. However, he was lacking a quirk, so without powers, he was afraid he would never become a hero. However, after a villain attack, Izuku gets a chance to prove to the world that he has the potential to become a hero! And he fails miserably at it. However, All Might senses young Midoriya and can see the potential in him. So he chooses him to take One for All and become the next symbol of peace. Now, what I just told you guys is a very interesting plot and can make for a really entertaining TV show. However, what I just told you was only in the first episode of the entire series, which, by the way, is still going on and is currently in Season 4. If I want to go in and explain the show more, I'm gonna have to break down the show and its entirety, then go over the important things. The characters in My Hero are among some of the best types I've probably ever seen. Before I got into the concept of watching anime, I was among the many people who avoided it because of the OP factor, which is basically where every single character, hero or villain, has all this power, and because of that power, they are pretty much invincible, and can never be defeated or killed by the opposing side, whether it be a hero or a villain. When I walked into My Hero, I expected to watch a show about overpowered characters and seeing them never struggle to lose a battle because they can end it with one single punch. However, I was surprised to find the complete opposite. While the power of One for All that Izuku receives from All Might is a powerful ability, the show does an excellent job at restraining his use for it. The show explains that while Izuku can use his abilities whenever he wants, it comes at a price. Half the time, when he uses One for All, he ends up breaking his arms and or legs most of the time. And it shows that he has to train himself to use the ability, and that he's not ready to become a full hero from day one. However, Izuku is not the only one with abilities like this. Like I stated in the plot summary, after Izuku receives his powers from All Might, he starts to attend UA High School. It's basically a superhero school that helps train students with quirks to become heroes. In the school, we meet a variety of characters with amazing quirks and unique personalities. One person we are introduced to is Kasuke Bakugo. He is one of the other main characters of the series. He is the violent childhood friend that Izuku had when he was younger. And he is a quirk user with the ability to shoot fire out of his hands, a very powerful and destructive quirk that works really well with his personality. We also get other characters like Urako Uraka, with the ability to make any object she touches with all 5 of her fingers onto one hand to become weightless, and Tenya Ida, who has super speed via jet engines that are located on his legs. Izuku, Uraka, and Ida are all great characters, and when they interact with each other, it makes the story better and better. Oh, and Bakugo is just there in the background throwing tantrums because Izuku is becoming a better hero than he is, and it is hilarious. The villains in My Hero Academia are something that I also did not expect to understand as well. Like I had said with the heroes, I went into the show thinking about the OP factor. I assumed that there would be a major villain like all the other animes who were impossible to defeat because his powers are so overpowered. And I was somewhat correct, however, in a sense where I was wrong. If that sounds confusing, allow me to explain. In the first episode, like I had stated before, we were introduced to All Might, One For All, and Izuku. However, around the second episode, we were then introduced to the League of Villains, a group of villains led by Tamura Shigaraki. He's this really creepy guy with a fake and or real hand attached to his face and arms. We learn that he's taking control of the League under the leadership of a man who we later find out is All For Might's arch nemesis, All For One. Long ago, we learn a man with a quirk known as All For One gave his quirkless younger brother a quirk that allowed him to stockpile powers within his body. However, unknown to either of them, the younger brother already had a quirk with no other power than that it could be transferred to another person. The transference quirk and the power stockpiling quirk merged into one and became One For All. Now, after telling you guys about the powers of All For One and One For All, you would think that the villain, All For One, would be unstoppable. And you would be correct. Except he is in fact defeated by All Might and his power seemingly disappeared when he was sent to prison. The thing about All For One is that while he was a big threat in the series, he never really did anything except for the major fight between him and All Might. In fact, the sole reason he's a good villain in my opinion is because he knew that he would be defeated eventually. So he created the League of Villains in order to postpone this from happening. This is a great concept, and it makes me watching the heroes and villains battling each other that much better. Character arc and development in the show are also something worth talking about. Each character in the show gets his or her chance to shine and show us, the audience, what they are worth. While Izuku has an interesting character with or without powers, much of the series is focused on him training and working to become the next symbol of peace. All Might is also an interesting character as well. We learn that just like Izuku, he too was quirkless, and when he had met the previous user of One For All, she had given him his abilities just like how he passed his powers to Izuku. We also learn the struggle he has to go through. We learned right away that All Might was severely hurt in a battle against All For One, and because of this, he can only use his powers for about 30 minutes. And so, he has to deal with the struggle of hiding his secret, for if the world were to see that the symbol of peace were weak, then the world would lose hope. It's a great struggle in the series, and I quite enjoy it. It shows you that a true hero would do whatever he has to do, even if it meant killing himself in the process. Each character in the series gets their own story arc to give development to the characters, so we can empathize and root for them when they have to fight the different villains in the show. The animation in My Hero Academia is unique. It's a type of animation that's pleasing to the eye. I got a little bit of this type of animation when I was watching Teen Titans, as Teen Titans was a mix between anime and American animation. The animation is made to look like the original manga format, with a comic book style animation that I never actually get tired of seeing. The fight scenes in the show between the heroes and villains, although, are amazing. They are just awe-inspiring. With the different types of powers and explosions going on, you will not be in awe of the sheer destructive power that these characters have. And with the amazing soundtracks and background music they use in each fight scene as well, it's almost as if you're there in person watching these fight scenes unfold. So it may surprise a lot of you to know that My Hero Academia actually has 2 movies. My Hero Academia, 2 Heroes, and My Hero Academia, Heroes Rising. Both of these movies are fantastic, and both movies are actually canon to the series, taking place between different arcs and seasons, with the first movie taking place during Season 3, and the second being in the middle of Season 4. Both of these movies hold up really well, with amazing writing and animation, using the fantastic movie soundtracks from the series as well. Fans all around the world admit that the movies are worth watching. Like I had mentioned, My Hero Academia is currently in its 4th season, with the new movie Heroes Rising having just been released. My Hero Academia is a brilliant show, with fantastic writing, amazing characters, and brilliant storytelling. And I, for one, definitely consider this show to be beloved forever.
See now, was that so hard to do?
Yeah, I guess it was kind of fun. I never could have imagined that this anime thing would be as awesome as it is. I definitely underestimated this show.
So what do you say to reviewing more anime?
Well, I do need more ideas for Season 3, so I guess we could have some more anime for the show, but I would need a good title because I don't want to review anime all throughout Season 3 without having at least some sort of cool nickname or something like that.
Then how about this?
Gregory, yet again, you are brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for Season 3 of Beloved Forever, otherwise known as The Anime Chronicles.